Is the toy collector that'll save the day? Or does Juice Rider Rudy's Muzzy Dave come see those awesome toys on display? Figure Force.
I'm tired. Look at my face. Look at my face. Look at the bags underneath. So, there are a few things in my life that I need to address. Okay, one of them will become clear in the next couple of weeks. The second of which is these horrible bits under here are probably high cholesterol. Oh, so that's going to be fun, isn't it? Oh. I'm really enjoying being part of Figure Force. For more than one reason, because I've only done one video in like 3 weeks, which isn't really acceptable, but I've been getting up at 5 o'clock in the morning every morning to go to work and finishing at 4 and getting home for 5, which is 12 hours actually at work. It's hard work. I'm not enjoying it. I need the money. So, toys. Now, I quite like a toy with a story. And whenever I've reviewed, I was going to show you this evening, but to be honest with you, it deserves better than the tired state that I'm in this evening. It deserves a weekend and to sit down with a nice white background and to show you the beauty that is Miles Mayhem. I like toys with a story. Rich is good at toys with a story. He sits there and tells you for 5 minutes about how he came about it, or whether he had it, whether he was a kid, or once upon a time my bad dad bought me one of these millions of toys and I've still got them all in my loft and they're probably worth £10 million. I like a toy with a story, okay? I like the way you come across something. It doesn't even have to be old specifically. It just has to be a story. It has to be more than just, I like this piece of plastic. It needs to actually be, I'm out of focus. It needs to be a reason, yes? So when me and Emily got together, not long after me and Emily got together and she'd moved down here and we were living at the other house in Totton, it was one of her roller derby friends' birthdays, and slightly strangely we went to this place called Robin's Nest, which was just a bric-a-brac shop. Most of you who liked to toy hunt would absolutely love this place because you just go in there and it's just a wash with aisles and aisles and aisles full of handmade crafty tat. Whether that be a 1960s tin aeroplane to wooden tables that people have built themselves and art and painting and stuff like that. But there was this one little stall in the middle of it with glass cabinets absolutely stuffed to the brim with action figures. Be it Star Wars or Star Trek or anything. It had dinky toys and toy cars, old James Bond ones that I sat there thinking, oh, I used to have that when I was a kid. Superman with the little fists that go, you know, the blue. Yeah? Yeah, okay, fine. And because we'd not been together very long, I sat there and I pointed at one particular toy and I said to her, it's my spirit animal. And she went, you what? And I'm like, no, it's actually my spirit animal. This is my spirit animal. And she said, well, then you have to buy it. And I was like, no, I didn't really come here to buy anything. She's like, no, you have got to buy this. If this is your spirit animal, you need to have this in your life and you need to keep it with you. And ever since then, it lives. I've given it away ever so slightly. She lived in my van for a long time because she guides me. And then she lives under the TV in the living room on top of a Macross VF1. So she's never far away from me. And the reason she's my spirit animal is because once upon a time when life was way more difficult than it is now, I was having real problems sleeping. I was having some really weird, whacked out dreams. And And Catherine Janeway used to come to me in my sleep and she would point me in the right direction. Because she's my favourite captain. I think Picard is the best captain, but if we're talking about my favourite captain, the one that I think had charisma, I like Captain Janeway. She is warm, yet a fantastic leader. I based an awful lot of who I tried to be on Captain Janeway. And she used to come to me in my dreams and she would say to me, don't do that, or yes, you should do that. And she would guide me in the right direction, which is good, because in Voyager, you get the whole Hakuchi Moya, please appear in my dreams and tell me which way to go thing. It's pretty much normal. So my figure force thing today, with my really, really close-up face, which Rich did the other day, and I found a little creepy, and now I'm realising that I do this quite a lot, so I'm not sure what's going on. Wait! It's Captain Janeway. Now Rudy showed a couple of Star Trek bits. My last video was a Star Trek bit, which is weird, because Star Trek it's a massive thing for me, but it's not the thing that I do, if that makes sense. But it's just, sometimes the universe throws up things, doesn't it? It just goes, and then loads of that stuff comes out because you notice it. So, Captain Janeway, bought from a place called Robin's Den for about £8. It wasn't an awful lot of money. She has, all the way around there, she will bend at the elbow. She has a twisty there at the top. She has a waist swivel. She has forwards at the legs. She has a twisty at the top of the thigh. She has a knee, and there's no foot articulation, and her head will turn a full 360. This is not a particularly good action figure. This isn't a particularly prominent action figure. But this is, and I feel that this is why an awful lot of people collect toys. This is a plastic representation of my life. This is something that I have great faith in, and this is something that I hold quite dearly, and this is a physical, tangible version of something that makes me feel better. I've got paint on my nose because I've been painting today, even though I've had a bath. And that's, to be honest with you, is my Figure Force video, because I'm not technically showing you Captain Janeway as a toy. But what I am showing you is how all of us sit on WhatsApp in the evenings, droning on like boring old men who still collect plastic toy cars and robots and spaceships and stuff like that. This is why we do it. We love things. And then we like to pick those things up with our hands and have a very physical, visceral relationship with them. And this is pretty much the epitome of that. Because I only own this action figure because Captain Janeway comes to me in my sleep and points me in the right direction in life. And I like that. I've got no problem with that. It may make me completely mental, but at the same time, embrace your mentalness. And if you want to do something, if you did something when you were a kid and you sit there and think to yourself, I don't want to do that, that's for kiddies. It's not for kiddies. It's not. It's for people who want an emotional connection to something tangible. And that's what this is. My name has been SMS number 1, and this has been my Figure Force video. I've now got to go and put this on the computer so I can put a bumper on the beginning and end, because lots of other talented people have done stuff more than I have. I'm working on something. Be very patient. Figure Force! I'm going to talk to the camera.
You have fun talking to the camera. Is it rolling now?
Yes.
Oh, you sort of silly monkey with your little face. Ooh, 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 ooh. Do your thing, you little cheeky monkey. Oh, you're doing that? Which one are you doing? What do you want to do?